Imagine being told you have only 2 years left to live. What would you do? Most of us might surrender to despair, but not Stephen Hawking. Despite being diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, he not only defied death, but reshaped how we understand the universe. This is the extraordinary story of resilience, curiosity, and the mind that dared to defy all odds. Stephen William Hawking was a brilliant student at the University of Oxford, full of life and ambition. But his world came crashing down at age 21 when doctors diagnosed him with ALS, a motor neuron disease, giving him just 2 years to live. His body would deteriorate, eventually paralyzing him almost entirely. But his mind? His mind was about to explore realms that no one could have imagined. Most people might lose hope in such a moment. But Stephen's story wasn't going to end there. In the face of despair, he found motivation in a simple truth. Life still had meaning. With courage and the love of his then-girlfriend, Jane Wilde, he resolved to keep fighting. Hawking moved to Cambridge to pursue his PhD in cosmology, even as his physical condition worsened. He would need a wheelchair soon, but Stephen's mind was boundless. He became determined to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Despite his declining health, Hawking made groundbreaking discoveries that would change science forever. One of his greatest contributions? Hawking radiation. He theorized that black holes aren't completely black, but emit radiation, a revolutionary idea challenging the limits of what we knew about the cosmos. In 1988, he published A Brief History of Time. It sold over 10 million copies, bringing complex theories about space and time to the masses. Suddenly, Stephen Hawking was a household name. He taught us not only about the universe, but about the power of perseverance. But life wasn't easy. ALS left him almost entirely paralyzed, and he communicated through a speech-generating device. Yet Hawking embraced humor and resilience. He famously said, "Life would be tragic if it weren't funny," reminding us that even in the darkest times, we can find light. Stephen Hawking was more than a scientist. He was a philosopher of life. He said, "However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at." He encouraged everyone to look up at the stars and wonder, to stay curious and to never give up. Stephen's health continued to decline, yet he continued to work, teach, and inspire. He remained active in his research and publicly advocated for science until his last days, leaving behind a legacy that reminds us of the power of the human mind. Stephen Hawking showed us that the human mind can surpass any obstacle. His life reminds us that limitations are only as powerful as we let them be. Whether it's reaching for the stars or overcoming our own struggles, Hawking's story is proof that resilience and a curious mind can achieve anything. If Stephen Hawking's journey inspired you, let it be a reminder to stay curious, stay resilient, and to never stop reaching for your dreams. Like this video and subscribe to our channel to keep exploring stories of resilience and greatness. Remember, your mind is your greatest power. Stephen Hawking wasn't just a scientist, he was a miracle of resilience and curiosity. Diagnosed with ALS at 21, he was given just 2 years to live. But instead of giving up, he redefined physics. He discovered that black holes aren't completely black. They emit radiation, now famously called Hawking radiation. This idea changed everything we thought we knew about the universe. His book, A Brief History of Time, sold over 10 million copies, making complex science accessible to millions worldwide. Unable to speak or move freely, he still kept a sense of humor, famously saying, "Life would be tragic if it weren't funny." His mind never stopped exploring, reminding us that true strength comes from within. Stephen Hawking, a legacy of courage, curiosity, and endless wonder.